Most people moving to Northwest Arkansas don't make bad decisions. They just might be making decisions based off of misaligned priorities. And after helping many people move from all over the country and actually out of the United States move to Northwest Arkansas, I have found there are about 7 mistakes that people make. If they knew them on the front end, they might have more opportunity to enjoy their new place they call home. Folks, my name is Anthony Mosley. I'm a real estate broker here in Bentonville, Arkansas, and I help people just like you. After presenting them the facts, this side is Northwest Arkansas, is Bentonville, going to be the next best place for them and their family to call home. And in today's video, I'm going to deliver to you 7 mistakes I see people make. That way, hopefully, you can learn that now from this video and not make the same mistakes that they have done.
Big mistake. Big. Huge.
Jumping right in, mistake number 1 is people buy based off of the weekends and not the weekdays. Yes, Northwest Arkansas, many people come here and they enjoy some of our museums or festival or biking trails. But when it comes time to move here, people need to focus their priorities on what does your day-to-day life look like. And of course, if your day-to-day life does look like the trails or the lake, for instance, then yeah, that certainly becomes your priority. But don't base your life and where you live off of your weekend schedule. But on a day-to-day schedule, most people don't think about Tuesday at 4:30 and where the traffic's going, which we'll get to later in the video. They need to be thinking about school pickup, to and from work. Also, where's the closest place to get your groceries on a regular basis? That said, you don't just live here on Saturday, you certainly live here Monday through Friday as well. Next up on this, people are overvaluing the house and undervaluing the location.
Big mistake.
Buyers chase newer, bigger, nicer finishes, but sometimes ignore the drive times of the daily commute and lifestyle that it is to fit in. This very much ties into number 1, where your day-to-day life is going to be. You might have heard the 3 biggest rules in real estate, and that is location, location, location when it comes to buying or selling a home. So if you're looking at homes, it's an absolutely gorgeous home, but it's far away from all of your day-to-day life, the things that you enjoy, kids' pickups, even your weekend time frame. Your house is fixed, but your lifestyle isn't. So be sure to pay attention to location of where that house is. If we need to sell it in the future, if you're picking the house based on a terrible location, understand that when somebody else comes to buy that house again someday, they're going to say, this location, the house is great, but location isn't the best. Next mistake that many people make is they assume that Northwest Arkansas, it all feels the same.
Big mistake.
So for instance, Bella Vista is definitely more of that sleepy feel, a little bit more quiet at night, whereas Fayetteville is certainly more of a college town and you have a lot more nightlife. Bentonville is not like Rogers, and Centerton is not like Pea Ridge. Each town has its own feel and its own unique features that are going to draw you one way or another. Okay, before I get into this next one, I have to bite my tongue just a little bit. I always talk about how I have so many clients that move here from major cities like Dallas, Denver, San Francisco, LA, and they don't complain about traffic here because, quite frankly, the traffic doesn't even compare to what those cities experience on a day-to-day basis. But there are traffic patterns, and there are certain areas that have high traffic in Northwest Arkansas. I-49, depending on where you are on 72, coming and going from Pea Ridge, coming and going from Centerton on 102, there are certainly different choke points of traffic as our region continues to grow. Said again, we don't have big city traffic, but we do have traffic that if you're on the wrong side of it, it could take you double or triple the amount of time that it usually takes when there's no traffic. So maybe 30 minutes as opposed to 10 minutes, but still, if you're caught on the wrong side, you might have missed that meeting, or you might have missed picking your kid up, or you might have missed something important to you because you didn't understand that there is a traffic pattern to longer delays certain times of the day.
A big mistake, a big mistake.
Me being a real estate broker, this next one to me is one of the biggest mistakes that people make, is choosing the wrong realtor. Look, I'm not for everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But you as a consumer have the right to choose. I know I might be breaking some hearts or upsetting some people when I say this, but understand when you're getting a corporate relo here or a corporate relo away, you as the consumer, you as the transferee have the ability to choose who you would like to use. However, you might lose some of your benefits when choosing an agent that maybe isn't a preferred vendor of your employer. About once or twice a month, I hear the story, Anthony, our company moved us here to Northwest Arkansas, and we've watched all your videos. We would love to work with you, but it just so happens that our company has their preferred realtor, and I guess we have to work with them. We don't want to ruffle their feathers. We're a new employee and we don't want it to look bad as not cooperative. And then they come to me and I find out later, they're like, I wish we got to choose you. I wish we got to choose. Maybe not it. Maybe it wasn't even me. The story sometimes is, I wish we got to choose who we wanted to work with as opposed to being stuck with whoever our employer chose for us. If you're not being corporately located, I would encourage you to look at Google reviews, look at people's past history, definitely interview agents to make sure that you're partnering with someone that's going to align with your priorities and your preferred sense of urgency.
Big mistake.
So don't pick someone at random. Don't use whoever answers the phone first, although getting realtors to answer the phone, pet peeve, for sure. Who you work with matters a lot when it comes to buying or selling your home. We're not talking about buying or selling a car, buying and selling a book at a store. Many times, this is your largest asset that you'll ever buy or sell in your life. Not making sure that you're partnering with a professional is certainly detrimental to the success or failure of that transaction. My friend, every realtor can open a door, but very few can help you make the right decision before you even walk through it. The number 6 mistake that I see people making is they try to time the market versus timing their life.
You're both making a big mistake.
If your employer's moving you here, that's the time of the essence. If you're deciding to move here on your own, certainly have a conversation with your realtor and make sure that you're timing things that make the most sense based off of if you have to sell another home in a different marketplace, the market you're moving from might be vastly different than the market that we're experiencing here. I'll tell you, many people are moving away from markets that are very slow moving, very buyer heavy, where buyers are getting concessions and things that they want on a regular basis. They have a bit more control. Whereas here in Northwest Arkansas, especially the time of year, if we're in spring and summer months, buyers don't have as much leeway to get the things that they want. So they'll have maybe a little bit more competition, but there's also going to be more homes on the market in spring versus maybe winter months. People are waiting for rates to drop, prices to dip. They're waiting for that perfect moment. But my friend, again, when it comes to trying to time the market, your real estate purchase isn't like trying to time the stock market. Like, for instance, if Apple's getting ready to release a new iPhone, you might want to buy stock before everything goes and hits. In my professional opinion, that's not how you should go about buying one of your largest investments. So that said, the right time to buy isn't when the market is perfect. It's actually when your life is ready. The number 7 mistake that I see people making when moving to Northwest Arkansas is not understanding new construction versus resale trade-offs. New construction is fun, it's exciting, it's new, it has that new home smell. And of course, the process is easier. Homes are clean and modern. Sometimes they're farther out. You've got smaller lots to deal with. There's construction happening all around you all the time. You're hearing roofers and framers and concrete trucks all day, every day. Maybe not past 7 p.m. or before 7 a.m., but seemingly throughout the day, that's all you're hearing is construction going on all around you. Whereas resale, you might be in a little bit better location, more mature neighborhoods with more mature trees. In a established neighborhood, you can kind of see who takes care of their house. Whereas I just heard it again this morning, a client of mine said, hey, we bought a new home and it was great for us. But we were one of the first in the neighborhood, so we could start to see that we take care of our lot a lot better than everybody else around us that might mow once every other week or doesn't weed the flower bed, or doesn't take care of their yard or outside appearance of their home on a regular basis. Most people choose new construction because it's easier and not necessarily better. Of course, there are many more mistakes that people make, but more of a one-off. These are my 7 that I wanted to bring to your attention. And of course, my friend, it's always a pleasure to put this information together for you. And now you know a little bit more about what life is like in and around Bentonville. Thanks for watching.